After the campaign to recall the Los Angeles district attorney failed, groups have moved to take legal action against the signature verification process. But one grassroots organizer said that these steps could have been avoided in the first place. Mike Netter, vice chair at Rebuild California, explains to California insider Siamak Karami why the recall of the LADA, George Gascon, failed.
It fails because of one of two reasons. One is either lack of resources or incredibly poor leadership. In the case of the Gascon recall, both recalls, which were pretty much run by the same group, didn't have a lack of resources. In fact, they had more resources than most political campaigns do, even on the Democratic side. So you have to look at it as a failure of leadership.
Netter says that if the motivation comes from collecting money and consultants taking money from the system, it would fail. He speaks from experience after helping spearhead the effort to recall Gavin Newsom.
But when money becomes the primary force in any cause or movement, and they refused actually to take advice from our group, Orrin Heatley and I started the recall of Gavin Newsom. And we learned many things on that journey as ordinary citizens. And the group which started it didn't want our input because they felt it was all about fundraising and didn't do really some of the basics.
According to Netter, the group behind the Gascon recall thought they could win through fundraising. Netter's recall effort had passion and organization.
So many movements, like the recall of Gascon, start by saying, let's raise a lot of money, because politics is trained to raise a lot of money. And so the cause becomes about spending a lot of money to justify the amount of money that you've raised versus actually getting the job done.
Netter says the Gascon recall should have been about getting rid of a district attorney that doesn't give people the safety in their everyday lives.